Well, first of all, there was a bit of illness in the camp, wasn't there? Is everybody okay now?
Yes, everyone's trained this week, which is pleasing. Yeah, just not. It wasn't big. Nobody's missed a large chunk of training. Just a couple of days, 1 or 2 days last week. So yeah, pleasing to have everybody back and everyone on the training ground.
Right. Everyone is everybody okay post Gillingham then as well for injuries and what?
Yeah, everyone's good. Everyone's fine, which is pleasing, like I mentioned. So to have a full fit squad at this stage of the season is really, really good and really pleasing for us.
And whilst I don't do every Doncaster Rovers press conference, that sounds like a first in terms of conversations between you and I. Normally that list is as long as your arm.
I think it could be the first in my management career, really, to have. There's not many times through my whole career, really, we've had everybody fit. So look, it's a testament to what we do. You know, well, it's particularly the sports science team and the medical team and the condition the players are in to have everybody back. And to be honest with you, it's been really pleasing most of the season as well. We've had 1 or 2 at the most out. Nothing more than that. So listen, we don't want to be tempting any fate, touch wood and things like that. Hopefully it stays like that.
So to have, well, almost widespread selection dilemmas then is a real good problem to have.
It is. It is a good problem. It's a tough problem, but it's something that most managers will enjoy, and I'm certainly of that ilk. Really, I think having the whole group fit, the squad fit, everybody chomping at the bit to play is where we want to be. You know, and you listen to some of the managers out there and they talk about the injuries they've got and the injury list and stuff like that. And we were like that probably around about this time last year, maybe just before. But to be in the position we're in now is really pleasing, and hopefully it stays like that for the last 20 games left. It'd be good to have everybody available.
I think we've perhaps touched on reasons as to why, but Kyle Hurst, as a super sub kind of lad, he's not been in the last couple of squads. Is that just selection, natural selection?
Yeah, we've got a strong group, a really strong group, and we've got good forward players. We've got very good midfield players and good defenders. So, it's where we are at this moment in time. We pick a team that we think's capable of winning the next game, a team that we think's the bench can come on and impact that game. Like you've seen at Gillingham, the subs that came on finished the game for us really with their performances, and that's where we are.
As best as I suppose anyone can ever say, on the 23rd of January, are you done and satisfied with regard to incomings, or might there be still plates spinning?
Yeah, you never say never. Like I mentioned the other day, but it's we're happy with the squad we have. We're really pleased with the group. I feel we're strong in every position, and not only the 11, but the 11 under that. Or however way you want to look at it, could come in and play on our team, no problem, wouldn't make us any weaker. So it's a nice position to be in, but you've always got to keep an open mind if anything comes up, or anything happens in the camp, or you just don't know what's around the corner. Unfortunately, in football, anything can happen at any given time. So yeah, we've got an open mind in that. We're still out watching games. Scouts are always sent to games to watch certain individuals. So yeah, we'll see. But at the moment in time, are we actively looking to bring somebody in? No. But we've got a few irons in the fire if anything did happen.
So then with regard to maybe letting some lads go that aren't necessarily going to play for you in the next few months, has anything perhaps progressed with that?
No, nothing's materialised on that. Like I mentioned, we have spoken to some of the players to just give them a little bit of feedback, fair feedback really, to say, look, given the position we are at this moment in time, in certain areas that there's a possibility you can go and play football. But nothing's really materialised, nothing's come up, which, like I said before, I'm quite calm with. It's not like I'm pushing anybody out the door. It's just giving them a little bit of honest feedback to say that you might not get the games that you probably feel like you deserve, and I'm always fair like that anyway with my teams and the players, because I've been a player myself. I prefer that honest sort of conversation with my manager when I was playing. So I've sort of I took that from my playing career into my management career to give the players that honest feedback.
If everybody knows where they stand, everyone should really be fine with that, shouldn't they? Because it's that kind of industry.
Yeah, as long as you're honest, I feel like we are as a staff, and we don't want to be trying to pull anyone in the different direction, and they're wondering what's going on. I think what's important for us as a staff is we're honest with the players, and we always are. It's the best way to be. Even speaking to you guys, being honest is the best way to be, and rather than saying stuff that you can see right through. So just the way we like to be.
So Harrogate then as the next challenge. What's your assessment of them?
Strong, organised, hard to beat. Particularly watching their last 3 games in the league since Simon's gone back to his trusty 4-4-2. He tinkered a wee bit with his different sort of shapes, which probably didn't work in terms of results for him. But since he's gone back to the 4-4-2, the last 4 games they ran Leeds close at Ellen Road. They haven't conceded a goal in 3 games. I watched them on Tuesday. They look well organised. I went to Harrogate and seen them, and good experience in the team, good communication in the team. It's interesting being there and sitting in the stand. You can hear a lot of things because it's not a big stadium. So it was good. Myself and Cliff went to watch, but yeah, organised team, working hard. They've obviously been very busy in the window, bringing 5 or 6 players in. So we expect a tough game, but it's the next one for us. It's just the next challenge. We've prepared this week for it, and again today, different things where we feel like we can go and hurt them, but also being aware of their threats.
When you know what's coming, if you like, from Harrogate and dealing with that sort of physicality, how sort of reassuring is it that you kind of go into the game on the back of a kind of stand up and be counted win at Gillingham and all that match posed on the day?
Yeah, I think we've shown a few times this season that we can mix it. We can play and play well and win games, but also we can dig in and win games. There's been quite a few games this season where I'm thinking we've definitely played better and lost. So in any season, it's important you have that, both ways of getting the result. And I think when I first come to this football club, it was one of the things I mentioned is to make sure that we're not predictable, that we can mix things up and we can, change in game if we need to, whether that's the style of play or whether that's personnel. But our identity always stays the same in terms of what we're about. But yeah, I think we've shown a few times this season that we can mix it. Gillingham, we certainly mixed it. We didn't play as fluently as I know we can. But what we did do is we competed. We defended very, very well. They started brightly in the game, first 15-20 minutes. But watching the game back, although they started brightly, they didn't have many opportunities apart from a couple of set plays where we didn't quite get the line right. So yeah, but what's important now, look, we're in the business, getting into the business end of the season towards the end of January, February. It's important, you pick up wins and results. That's the main thing for us. But if we could do it by playing tremendous football, then you're even more pleased. But for us, the 3 points is all that matters for us now.
I suppose just a reflection on the Gillingham one. It was some supporters who spoke about the younger lads just again making their mark and standing up and be counted. Not the ones maybe that have been there, seen it and done it, but they were used. They got used to some kind of challenge like that at Gillingham, and they can bank that for any match that's like it in the future. Yeah,
I mean League Two's that anyway in a nutshell, isn't it? You can play against footballing teams like the MK Dons, the Carlisles and Notts Counties, and then you come up against the teams that can be strong, resolute, aggressive, hard to break down. It's got such a contrast in this division, so it's important that you're ready for all the different permutations that come with that. Ultimately, it doesn't matter what level you're at, whether you're in the Premier League or League Two, you've got to compete first and foremost, and you've got to work and you've got to run, you've got to pick up second balls, and I think that's just the basis of any good team. So we're well aware of that, and hopefully we can try and be a bit better when we get the ball, create more opportunities and chances, and build that way.